words of our Divine Mother from the book The Mother, written by our Lord by Sri Aurobindo, with the Mother's comments of 1951, comments on chapter 6, page 95. Our Divine Mother reads the first chapter of chapter 6 of the book The Mother by Sri Aurobindo. Question: what is a hierarchy? For this, our mother says, it is a grouping organized in the order of merit. For instance, you have a chief at the center, and you may have 4 persons around him, and around these 4, 8, and then 12, and then 24, 36, 48, 124, and so on. Each with his special mission, his special work, his particular authority, and all referring in an ascending order to the center. That is a hierarchy. In governments, they try to form hierarchies, but these are untrue. They are arbitrary and not worth anything. But in all ancient initiations, there were hierarchies which were expression of an individual merit, individual power and merit, having always at their center the representative of the Supreme and the Shakti, sometimes having only the Supreme depending on the religions. But the groups were always organized in that way, that is, with a growing number of individuals, each one having to refer to the officer immediately above him. For instance, the 124 had to refer to 48, the 48 had to refer to 24, and the 24 have to refer to 12, 12 to 8, and so on. That is a hierarchy. The word is used in a very precise and vague way. They speak of a hierarchy and think it is men who govern and have subordinates. But the true hierarchy is an occult hierarchy, and this occult hierarchy had as its purpose the manifesting, the expressing of a more profound hierarchy, which is a hierarchy of the invisible worlds. Next question: what is the Transcendent Mother? For this, our Divine Mother says, don't you know that there are 3 principles? The transcendent, the universal, and the individual or personal. No, the transcendent, which is above creation, at the origin of creation. The universal, which is the creation, and the individual, which is self-explanatory. There is the transcendent divine, a universal divine, and an individual divine. That is, one may put oneself in contact with the divine consciousness within oneself in the universe and beyond all forms in the transcendent. So these 3 aspects are also the 3 aspects of the Divine Mother: transcendent, universal, and individual. Do you know the flower I have called transformation? In the index she says, transformation flower is the flower of the cock oak of India, Millingtonia hortensis. Yes, you know, it has 4 petals. Well, these 4 petals are arranged like a cross, one at the top, which represents the transcendent, 2 at each side, the universal, and the one at the bottom, the individual. The petal at the top is divided into 2. Exactly, the transcendent is 1 and 2 or dual at the same time. This flower is almost perfect in its form. This was the original meaning of the cross also, but was not as perfect as the flower, for it was 1, 2, and 3. It was not so good. The flower is perfect. The Divine Mother is the Divine Shakti, that is, the creative force. She is identified with the cosmos. How can she have a transcendent aspect? But perhaps the Divine Mother was there before the creation. She must certainly have existed before the creation, for she cannot be her own product. It is she who has created. She must have existed before the creation. Otherwise, she could never have created.